Hello, everybody, and welcome to the finale of Penguindrum. It's been a journey, a very confusing journey that has led me down new paths that I never thought could be made. But Ikuhara is a madman, and he's made me experience things that I don't know if I wanted to experience, but I have
like
now.
frogs, like boys coming out of a cup.
No, don't remind me. I forgot about them. Jesus. God damn it. Not the frog.
The frog always comes back.
Oh. Oh my god, okay. Well, what am I supposed to say here? The frogs just killed me, alright? I had like this entire speech prepared out to make this like a touching moment in our channel's history. Like, oh, yes, we're finally ending Penguindrum, but no. Frogs.
Okay. Yeah, what's your speech, Zero? Speech.
Alright, I will speech. So, yeah, so basically this Ikuhara guy frustrates me, but I enjoy his work, so I might be a masochist. I also just wanted to thank everybody who watches our Penguindrum reactions, because like, I know that you guys watch most of it, and despite being a small community, and it's just been wonderful to know that you guys are here with us and enjoying our reactions to it. Once we finish Penguindrum, I believe we're going to be watching the Night on the Galactic Railroad first, the movie, because that is what inspired. Well, Penguindrum takes a lot of the concepts that are presented in that movie.
Because I've only ever seen clips from it, so I've always wanted to see the whole movie too.
That's gonna be a blind reaction for all three of us, actually. After that, was it called Punchline?
Yes.
Another weird anime. Oh my god. Who was the director for that?
Kotaro Uchikoshi. So he's mostly known for his video games, predominantly Zero Escape, but also I Have a Soul.
Oh, well, if anybody even knows that series, because it's yet again one of Serbi's weird and unknown series with very limited communities. So, I don't know. If you guys are interested, then stick around for that, I guess. But yeah, this episode is going to be a huge finale, and it's going to be both episodes 23 and 24, I believe, together. And that was the way that Serbi suggested we watch the finale. We had a lot of theories coming into this finale, but I'm just going to say once again my theory is that Himari survives, but the bros are not going to make it out here. I wish Natsume survived off camera in the last episode. I can still hope. We didn't see anything happen. We just heard a bunch of gunshots, but yeah.
And for my theory, everyone died. It's like Smash Bros. Everyone is here, but just everyone is dead.
Oh no. Well, once again, I don't think that would make the most sense. But then again, Ikuhara hasn't made much sense to me, so you know, we'll see how this plays out.
Everyone just survives and lives happily ever after. There is no tragedy. It ends happy. And everything was just an illusion made by Himari, who has brain damage.
Yes! And my second theory is that we didn't even watch Penguindrum to begin with. We were all just watching Barney. We've all been watching 24 episodes of Barney. Yes, that is the answer. I've cracked the code, guys.
That does make the most sense.
Again, why Barney?
Look, okay, it's one of my favorite childhood shows. Don't diss on me, alright? I learned how to care and share from Barney. But anyways, enough rambling.
I got scarred as a kid from Teletubbies.
Well,
the vacuum cleaner scared me.
We're dragging this intro out so much. I dread what's about to come, which is why we're just like rambling here. But
my favorite Teletubby as a kid was Poe. What was your favorite Teletubby as a kid, Serbi?
I don't remember their names, but I like the red one.
Oh, that's my favorite one as well.
Before they start talking about Teletubbies, you guys know the drill by now. It's been so long. So yeah, just open up your own copy of the episode, sync it up with a timer that is now back within Kiwi's hands. Actually, you guys wouldn't know if you didn't watch our Irma reactions, but yeah, it's in Kiwi's hands now. Still, kind of.
Yeah, and, I can't even get the timer in the finale. Sad.
Actually, you know what? Fine. Sync it up with the timer in Serbi's hand.
Yay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get the timer.
This is Survey series, Kiwi.
This is my special moment.
This one episode. This one long 1 hour and 30-minute episode, or whatever it takes us to finish this series.
Gosh, this is my
it's
one
gonna
and
be on
only
the other
moment.
side of the screen now. So, yeah, and have fun. And try not to get depressed, because I have a really bad feeling about this. Anyways, I'm going to start the episode. In 5, 4,
Because how are you gonna catch up?
3, 2, 1. Now.
It's gay, Kozaru. Oof. Hey, Kozaru. Like, historical gay.
Historical gay. Oh man. The teddy bears. Oh yeah. The cult is just very kind, and they're going to hand them out to children who need love.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yes, the children.
That's not Kiwi. Oh, they're strategically placing them everywhere because there's probably the chemicals inside them.
Was he just sitting on that bear?
I was thinking they just pooped them out. It says on my reference.
This came first.
I will send you to the Shadow Realm.
Stupid.
Oh, it's a bomb.
Huh?
Oh, I see.
Ah, okay. Okay.
I think I understand. Maybe.
Sanatoshi got split into two, and it's more or less like his fragments, I guess you could call it his soul, is the two bunnies.
So did Momoko.
And yeah, as for Momoka, half of her is with Himari, the other half is with the one we shall not name.
Mr. M.
He who shall not be named. Natsube. It's interesting that Sanatoshi had like something that he could use to counter Himari's vanishing spell.
Momoko's her fate transference spell.
Oh, what did you say?
Momoko's fate transference spell. You said Himari.
Oh. They're both little girls, alright. It works. And by the way, for the rest of this reaction, if I do get names wrong, it's just because my mind is racing at 100 miles per hour and I can't, my mouth just won't keep up with me.
It's okay, that's why I'm here.
I have a bunch of notes sitting in front of me, but I don't think any of them are going to help for this cryptic ending. Oh my god. Oshino. Ah, man. If anybody's confused, it's just something that a Monogatari character always says.
I feel like I've said it before, but scientists are the most like superstitious people I know.
So basically, that doctor was the one who's been treating Himari this entire time, but they just saw him as Sanetoshi? Or I don't know if the concept of ghost is just merely hallucination, but that does sound like a Yu-Gi-Oh card name.
It could be, for all we know.
It might be. It's just nobody uses it anymore. Wait.
Maybe it's a better hair tie.
Because of your dumbass. Oh. Excuse me? That is very unscientific of you, doctor. What? だよね.
I love Sanetoshi.
What kind of power is that? You just changed fate? Or just like Ringo did? Oh, okay. Houdini's magic. For some reason, that just makes me think of Vanos, but yeah. Oh my god.
They're so cute when they were little.
Actually, this animation style reminds me of Studio Ghibli.
Yeah, Grave of the Fireflies. That's the first thing that I saw.
Wait, what?
Oh, Jesus Christ, that scared the
Well, I mean, he found him, so. Actually,
that's the finding she meant.
that scene actually reminded me of the Monogatari episode with Shinobu, but except done differently.
Mm-hmm. The penguins.
Yeah, no, dude, you're not gonna shoot your brother.
He did you? Oh, never mind. He didn't say that. Oh, damn.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna do that, right? That didn't. No, that didn't happen. Well, what happens to fucking? Wait a minute. I just realized that I called Momoko Ringo again. Sometime a few minutes ago. Whatever, it works. What I was gonna say is like, what happened to Ringo and Choma's happy married life? That is exactly how the show is going to end. That's my third theory.
Hmm.
It's very plausible. I've seen the signs. Oh, please, no. Don't tell me that Ringo's gonna burn to death for this or something. Like she's gonna try and change fate and then she's gonna get the backlash. Just like Momoka did.
Mm.
Oh god. I mean, you were literally bombing people in the cities, so... You're in the aquarium?
Why are these penguins awake?
They're they're grown up, Kiwi. They can be awake whenever they want to be.
Suspicious. I like her big yellow scarf.
There's very few things that we can like about this. So yes, I do like a yellow scarf as well. That sounds very much like a bomb. I don't think you should be close to that. I really think you should back up.
Zero. I'm sorry, can you pause for a second?
Oh, sure. Sanatoshi. You're scared? Oh. Oh, wait, Ringo has never seen? Actually, yeah, we should step away from that. I've been saying this. Yeah. Wait, she's okay?
I adore that I ticked explosion before it exploded.
I'm glad that I didn't hear that at all.
Probably won't hear it, sadly, because I had my mic turned off. So, and OBS is connected to my mic, so you won't hear it. You'll just have to believe me.
I don't
Just
think that
slam it to the
electrifying is the
ground.
right word. Also, Ringo, that's
Just
not how you
slam
put
it.
out a fire.
Oh yeah, this is how she burns to death. My theory still stands, everyone dies.
Natsume just survived.
The moment they take Kanba down and Sanatoshi, she's going to die again. I call it.
Oh, shit. Well, the Destiny Express.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely not Nightway on the Galactic Railroad. But it looks like our hopes went up in flames. Literally.
But So did his
Thank you, sir.
girlfriend.
I think Ringo's still fine though, no? Half of Momoka? Or a reference to Super Fox Age Tokyo? Instead of the worm, it's just the two bunnies. In a pig washing machine. Huh. And we're back where everything began. And here we go with the after credit scene from last episode too. Okay, well, I mean, I guess we were right in that the after credit scene from last episode is basically just gonna tie right into the ending. Yet it's once again so cryptic. Like with the way that Sanetoshi was talking, this box that we call self is basically what he was saying. Is he like referring to the human body, or is he referring to like the walls that we put around ourselves in order to like survive within a society?
This is kind of just my interpretation of it, but it represents like the individual, like you as a person in society, like you are what you are within the box, kind of, right?
The only way to protect ourselves and remain to who we are, I suppose. Sanetoshi is seeking to destroy that. At the same time,
that's also just like, well, it's the idea that, because this is coming from like the utilitarian perspective, right? With the child broiler and everything. So if all you are is what's in your box, and what's in your box isn't needed, then you can't change. You're effectively useless to society, right?
So Sanetoshi is seeking to destroy that in order to allow everybody to bond with one another in a very explosive way.
And like, so the actual like real world cult was made up of like a lot of young Japanese people who kind of were fed up with kind of the utilitarian capitalistic nature of Japan, feeling like they were working to no end and just exhausted and drained, and basically felt like cogs in the machine, from what I can tell from learning about it, right? Which kind of plays into all this too.
Yeah, Just Another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd, which is a great song. I finally actually remember the band name now. Thank God. We're gonna like have a lengthy discussion the last episode, so we're just gonna move right on to the next one. And alright, I don't know exactly how Editor Zero transitioned from that scene to this scene, but this is episode 24, the last and final episode of Penguindrum.
Yeah, Editor Zero is amazing, so no worries.
Yes, I know I am. Anyways, moving on. I'm gonna start this episode in 5.
Wait, I thought we were talking about our editor, not you, Zero. Damn, taking all of the credit for yourself. How selfish.
Shut up, Kiwi. I'm gonna start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now. "10 years ago, they were inside the box." But of course, this is all sort of just... It's not a physical box.
Metaphor.
Yeah, it's just Ikuhara.
It is, but it isn't.
I'm not sure you can call it a metaphor. You could just call it Ikuhara. True. Oh, that's also kind of true.
No, that's a lie. When I eat in my dreams, I can't eat later on in the day. That's a lie.
You have problems, Kiwi.
That's why I never eat in my dreams. I just play Yu-Gi-Oh!
What the... My god. And yes, as I was saying last episode, it ends where it begins.
I love this track.
If it ends where it begins, doesn't that mean that Himari also dies? Because it started with Himari dying.
No, it started with Himari being born back to life.
No.
There's no point in Himari dying. It's
the point is that it
Himari's
supports my
heir?
theory.
Yeah, sure.
Himari's bed. 95.
If I remember, that was like the year it happened, right?
Yep. Oh, Himari's dead. The penguins. I wish that the original terrorist leader was this handsome.
How's her heart rate negative? What?
No, it's counting down from when it stopped. Or
Okay.
counting up in negatives up, I guess. Whatever.
Oh my god, she's so white. Ugh, that's racist. Did that
And
to
she walked
myself.
right into that one.
Nandeste.
Hmm. Yeah, once again, going back to the light and darkness of society.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm? It has something to do with a new song? Oh shit!
Okay.
What if the phrase was just "I love you"?
Apple smash. Oof.
Or
That's just
maybe that's the
applesauce,
phrase.
Kiwi.
I think that you like that phrase better.
Oh look. Huh? But Ikuhara, in this context, what does the apple mean this time? Is this the part where they share the apple?
Yeah, I've always seen this as the apple basically represents Kanba's family because his family has importance in society. So he has that that redeeming quality to him that he's able to find in society's eyes.
Oh, I see, yeah. Oh, one last magical girl transformation.
Is it survival strategy?
The phrase is survival strategy. We're almost at the last station in the line. Oh, no. Well, this is a lot different. Hmm. Same shattered glass that we saw in the child broiler.
We've also seen it around Convo a lot.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yucky Playboy Canva germs. Hmm? The heart of the scorpion?
Yeah, Himari is small.
Shoma's even smaller though.
But that's a small Shoma.
So it wasn't a pick washing machine. Mm-hmm. And he shares the fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Basically half.
A shame. It wasn't survival strategy.
Well, scorpion fire. I do apologize for being so silent, though. I just don't really know what to say.
Yes.
Oh, grinders from back in the child boiler.
Mm-hmm. No.
Whoa. Hmm. They all changed color. And Himari and Ringo survive. And back to the sheets, top of the hospital. I've already talked extensively about this scene. So glad that Natsume is still alive. I believe koi fish signals like rebirth, is why they showed it there. Huh? Ringo? Interesting. So when they rewrote Fate, it's almost as if they never existed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, this is yeah. Uh Super Frog saves Tokyo, literally.
Mm-hmm. I thought when you were talking about it, you like connected it to different characters. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's Momoko and Sanatoshi. I couldn't say it at that point though.
Yeah. But you don't have brothers.
I still cry through this whole episode.
Aren't you glad that we use VTuber bottles? Nobody has to see us ugly cry.
Aw, I love this episode. This was a great ending. It's sad, but a
Oh.
great. Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
love the two boys at the end who look like Shoma and Kamba, and it mirrors the very first episode.
yeah, where they were talking about Nightmare on the Galactic
And
Railroad. Oh, man. That was super cryptic. I was trying to decipher the whole thing the entire time. But
yeah,
alright. Well,
there's so much.
I also think that this ending is also like purely self-interpretation, and there's probably several interpretations of this ending.
Ikuhara said it, that was always his intent.
But yeah, I mean, we do know that Ikuhara, well, not Ikuhara, it's just the way that he tells stories. I mean, stories are meant to convey more than what words can convey. So whatever you get from it, that's exactly what the author is trying to tell you. But let me get some facts straight then. We do know that they share an apple. If theoretically. In some place. Yes. And
Kamba finds the apple in his box and shares part of it with Shoma. Who didn't have one.
And since they shared half of it together, they also end up sharing the same fate when Ringo changes fate and like begins to burn up. But instead, the brothers sacrifice themselves together and save Ringo and Himari. Is that what I'm getting here?
Yeah, and so the way I see it is Shoma is basically the Scorpion's fire, whereas Kanba is kind of the epitome of the child broiler itself, and he ends up turning into transparent glass, right? In his like attempt to break fate, because we actually see for a second he breaks the cycle when he grabs like Himari's body, right? But he fades into the glass as he puts her on the train to fate.
Not gonna lie, I wanted to make a endgame joke there, but I don't think that would be appropriate. Both of their sacrifices end up causing fate to change and Ringo and Himari to survive in this sort of like alternate world where they're forgotten, but everybody is okay. And Sanetoshi in the end loses.
Yep.
And Momoka just walks away.
Because at that point, they're both just ghosts.
This is how the story ended, with the sacrifice of the heart of the Scorpion and, well, Shoma, as you said, being the fire. I could probably spend a few days just going through each frame trying to think.
There's just so much just visual and, like, even spoken, like, symbolism and metaphor, and it's beautiful.
It's mind-boggling how much they can put into one episode. Like, every little scene, everything is thought out so well. Just the composition of everything. Oh, don't worry. I will not cry.
No, I already did.
Weak. You need to take care of your hydration, Serby.
Oh no, I will dry out.
Now, this one I'm kind of a bit lost on is when they started like bleeding, but instead it was just like the penguin logo. I have to admit that I don't really know how to interpret that one.
So the way I see the penguin logo is basically like capitalism. It's the company, it's this like society.
So it's basically just like eating away at them?
That's kind of how I take it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, this one's pretty
abstract. I also
abstract.
love the mirror of like in the very first episode when we see the survival strategy, right? And like all of her like outfit gets like magically stripped away, and now she's having to like fight through the glass and everything, and it's like forcibly torn from her. Basically
the opposite, where we usually see the Maiden of the Crystal walking down towards us, but in this case it's Kamba who's up there and she's walking towards him, but not as the Maiden of the Crystal, but as Himari, in order to meet him at the destination of fate. This doesn't really feel like an anime episode. It just feels like a work of art.
Yeah.
It's just like a short film that's like super cryptic, but like all the people who study cinematography love it, and everybody else doesn't really understand it, so they just ignore it.
Penguindrum definitely has that vibe, yeah.
Yeah. It is refreshing to see anime that actually really think about what they're presenting and basically showcase some really serious matters. So
Well,
this anime don't kid around.
It was interesting. I think I mentioned this already, but after the terrorist incident, Ikuhara stated that he really wanted to make an anime surrounding that.
Yeah.
And people basically told him no.
It's probably a bad idea, but
10 years after that, he just kind of didn't do a whole lot in the industry until eventually he came back and put out Penguindrum. So this was 100% a passion project of his. Just kind of culminating all of his interest in all that stuff. And he'd always been known for kind of pushing the boundaries to what the Japanese media was comfortable showing. So taking a topic that Japan really didn't want to talk about and highlighting it like this, it very much kind of rubbed a lot of people the wrong way when it came out.
Which, I mean, it's inevitable.
Understandable, but yeah. This is also Ikuhara's directing style is so unique. I know Utena and Penguindrum both were adapted to manga, but none of the manga really can portray it the way the anime does.
Well,
there's nothing quite like an Ikuhara anime.
This is true. I've never watched an anime like this in my entire life. The closest I can get is Monogatari, but still, that's cryptic in a very different sort of way.
Yeah, they're different.
Still, I am glad that I watched this show, and it also feels like one of those shows that I think everybody should watch at one point in their anime watching career.
It's also I've said, I love rewatching it because you always see more things the more you rewatch it.
I bet I could probably glean something different out of this ending after a rewatch and noticing the little details that I missed throughout each episode.
And so they're putting out a compilation film here shortly, and I'm not entirely sure if it's just a complete retelling or it says with new elements, so I'm super curious to see what it's gonna be.
With new elements.
Yeah. Compilation movie of Moaru Penguindrum with new elements.
Well. You gotta have something for the fans to look forward to.
I'm excited. I have no idea what to expect from it.
Jeez. I want to talk about this, but I also don't know what to say about this. And
yeah,
my feelings are kind of very convoluted right now. I don't know whether I should feel relieved or just break down crying.
Penguindrum is that show that when I'm lying awake at night and just have no thoughts running through my brain, it just becomes all Penguindrum, just thinking about it.
I think most of the shows that you make us watch, Survey, are like that. I've lost sleep because of those shows. And I have an entire notebook dedicated to when we react to anime because of your shows. I wouldn't need this if we didn't watch any of your shows, to be honest. Everything else is just pretty straightforward and I can remember by heart, but this one is just... Man, there's so much information, both visually and, as you said, narratively. There's so many different meanings that you can derive from each frame or sentence that they say, depending on your perspective on that matter. And feels like it's a very well written rap verse where there's triple meanings behind every single verse. That's what came into my head first. But this is just Rap God, but anime style. Yeah. I'll compare it to that. That's probably not a good comparison, but sure. We'll roll with that one.
I know what you're saying.
It's pretty depressing that I cannot discuss anything. If you ever do a podcast or something, I want to bring my thoughts in because my family is way too loud for me to actually be able to say anything. They keep on coming inside of the room every time I want to unmute, so I'm really depressed right now. I want to join you guys.
What was your thoughts on the finale, Cutie?
I lost my train of thought long ago.
Wow.
I'm really
the train.
I'm really
She
salty.
lost the train.
Really,
oh no.
Yeah. I'm really salty if you cannot hear it by my voice.
It's okay, Cutie. I'm sure we'll have plenty of opportunities to talk about it.
I think having those podcasts is going to be great for when we actually we figured something out and we just really want to discuss it. And I mean, our entire group just love to discuss anime, so that's a good excuse to just ramble. I am glad though that my theory was correct and that Himari and Ringo did survive. I'm also really glad that Natsume survived. And yes, I'm always 100% correct with all of my theories.
I mean, we don't know if everyone died in that universe where Shoma and Kanpa disappeared. It could really be that everyone just died.
When Kiwi tries to make an argument against me, her family stops because I paid them well. But that line of thinking, this is just several dimensional lines, so anything could have happened, and the several different things could have happened, and all of them are reality, but just not a reality on whatever timeline that we exist on. I don't know if Ikuhara likes to dip into that kind of stuff, but this ain't Steins Gate.
See what happens whenever I try to talk? Someone just comes into the room and starts speaking.
Oh man, that's actually pretty funny. Yeah. Man.
Yeah, look, I forgot what I was getting at. Yeah, I was just trying to confirm
no,
that
you're
my
just
theory
trying
was
to argue
correct.
with me. Yeah. Well, thank you for providing a very valuable context to this discussion, Kiwi. I really appreciate you. Big preach. All right.
I'll have to force. Okay, so Serbi, you're forcing Kian to watch Penguindrum with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then next time you watch it, call me and I'll go to watch it with you. Even if it's like in the middle of the night, just tell me. And I'll watch it with you because I want to rewatch it. So that I can actually make some solid bets.
This does feel like a series that we're going to end up rewatching on our free time. So we're probably going to talk about this later on. Again, at some point.
No, I wanna rewatch it while Kian is there because I wanna hear his confused noises.
I think that's like the feeling that the people who watch our reactions get. Literally. Confused Zero noises. Confused Kiwi noises. Ah, yes. Like and subscribe.
I guess that I didn't cry to the ending because Serbi said that it's a really sad ending, so I was expecting it, so I didn't cry. Something I gotta say.
I cry very easily.
I also cry easily. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying.
Do you guys have like a final rating in your heads, or do you need to think about it?
No. It's confusing, and it's 10 for me. I like to know what.
It's confusing, therefore it's 10.
Yeah.
I love that logic.
Oh my god.
Let me explain that a little bit more.
Yeah, you probably should explain that more, yeah.
It leaves you with a will to kind of rewatch it so that the confusion that you have will get cleared up. And because it makes you feel like you have to rewatch it, and makes it a good show. Like you will not feel bored rewatching it. Like something like Vinland Saga or something that doesn't have any rewatching value.
What the shit? Hell no.
That's
Vinland Saga.
I'm sorry, I used it as an example. It just came out.
A very strong opinion.
I will slap you.
Okay, let me switch. So, I don't know. Megas. No, not that one. Dog and Scissors.
What? Okay.
I mean, yes. I think what you're trying to say, is it has so many layers in its narrative and how it presents its information.
Like an
that
ogre.
Once you've watched it once, it's like you've picked the surface of it. And then every time you rewatch it, there's always something new to find, just because it's well written and very
and those types of media are really hard to find, like good types of media like that.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
It's a 10 for that reason. It's confusing, and that's why it's 10. You understand my statement now?
Yes.
Jesus. For me, I'm usually very harsh with my ratings. For this show...
I know.
Yeah. For this show, I'm going to just put out a preliminary score of 9 out of 10. Because I can tell that this is very well directed, for one. I notice it very much so in every single episode. The narrative is extremely compelling, and it tells a story that I've never seen before. There was a lot of things that I wasn't able to just guess straight off the bat, unlike several other anime that I watched, because at some point, like, for those of you who watch a lot of anime series, like, you really know what's gonna come up next, and you're just kind of expecting it.
Yeah, that's problem with a lot of newer shows that come out. You're just like, oh, this will happen next. Then it happens, and then it loses its value.
I mean, that's the progression of the hero's story, and we also know like certain anime tropes that are going to happen within this certain point. Like, this feels like the right time to put in like the beach episode. Of course, yes, we need it. But Penguindrum's beach episode is kind of depressing, so I'm fine if we didn't have that.
Yeah, I hate myself for this, but like. In Fruits Basket, they also have a beach episode, and you expect a beach episode, but they do something completely different with a beach episode. They actually make you depressed.
For some reason, all Kiwi shows have like depressing beach episodes, like Given. But yeah, let's not talk about that one.
Depressing beach episodes. I mean, most of the shows that I watch are character focused, and no one here likes character focused shows, so we'll never watch anything that I like.
So, anyways, apart from Kiwi's whining, I don't remember where I was going with this, but essentially this was the first show to really make me like expand my thinking and like accept what I see. Because Ikuhara's also the first director of an anime that I've watched who has a style that confuses me and is meant to confuse me, which is interesting because that's
really,
usually
like surreal abstract nature of his directing.
That's usually not what you're trying to do when you're directing a show. And it can go very, very wrong, but I feel like he has a very good balance in a way that, as Kiwi says, that yes, it's confusing, that's why it's a 10. It makes you want to know, and not like it's confusing and this is utter garbage sort of deal.
It kind of has that like tickle in the back of your head where you like, you know the answer's there, you just have to dig enough to find it, right?
Yeah, it gives enough context clues to know that there's something there. You just, you just don't know it yet.
Oh yeah, so it's not like you don't know this and thus we're going to confuse you with this, and then 100 episodes later we're going to show you what this thing was without actually giving you any context clues. Like any mystery-focused isekai anime out there, I have a specific one in mind, but I forgot its name because it was just so bad. But that's a bad like confusing anime that you don't want to make. But Penguindrum was great. I really enjoyed it. Like I really did. I didn't cry on it, but I enjoyed it.
I felt pain and I felt depressed. Thankfully I didn't cry because I was also kind of happy that everything turned out the way that I expected it to in the end.
Yeah.
I'm the weakest link.
There are certain shows that I cry to every single time I watch, but thankfully it's not this one.
Yeah, Clannad is still pain pickle.
This is a 9 out of 10 for me because I also got to voice act in this anime, and it was really, truly a great experience.
No, Mr. President.
Oh no, Mr. President. No. It's actually kind of amusing how they mix the silly parts in with like the depressing shit, and it still works. Even though,
I mean, penguins.
I do have to admit though that it was kind of hard to pay attention to like the important dialogue with the penguins and stuff, because I do want to see what the penguins are doing, but I also want to like be in the zone, like feeling what the characters are feeling in that moment. And I guess that's kind of the only thing that I can say about this, but I understand the purpose of the penguins and that they're JoJo stands, and eventually we'll see them fight to the death. But until then, is there anything left that I must talk about?
We'll see.
That is a very interesting subject, but I will pass on that one. Well, with that, I bid you all a farewell. Hopefully not a farewell from my channel, because we're still going to be watching some stuff, and I hope you guys are still interested in Please, love us. We're children that need to be loved as well. we love you
Night
too.
of the
We
Galactic
will share the love.
Railroad, and then Punchline.
Yes, Night of the Galactic Railroad into Punchline, because that's a natural progression and totally makes sense. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us throughout the entire series.
I'm sorry I didn't talk much during the reaction. I apologize.
Kiwi's situation and critics is something our subscribers understand, and well, if they're still here 24 episodes after, then I'm sure they've probably gotten very used to it and accepted it at this point. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the support that you've shown to this series, and I really had a lot of fun discussing with you guys in the comment section, and a lot of you guys really put some like informative comments there, and I learned a lot from them, even if I didn't reply to some of them because I didn't really know what to reply to an essay. But I mean, still, thank you guys so much for putting that there.
There's actually lots of really good video essays on Penguindrum.
Yeah, I'll probably go and watch them in my free time so that I can like understand a bit more. Now I don't have to worry about spoilers too. So we're definitely going to be talking about this later on once we start doing podcasts and stuff, which I hope you guys look forward to. But yeah, until then, I'll see you guys next one. Later, dudes.
Bye bye. It's been a while.